Good morning, Lakeview Intermediate. There you are. It's Friday, September the 17th, and this is Lakeview Liftoff Live. Good to see everybody this morning. It's going to be a great day. Hey, it's Kona Ice Day, so doesn't get much better than that. So let's get Mrs. Frame in here because we've got some morning announcements. Mrs. Frame.
Hi, good morning. Happy Friday.
No doubt. We are all excited, and we got a long weekend because there's no school on Monday.
Yay.
So a long weekend for our students. I know we're looking forward to that. Let's get to our morning announcements. I have a serious one first, and I want to remind everybody because I've seen and heard of this happening both on the bus and at school, and I want to remind everybody it is in the Yukon Schools Handbook that we cannot sell any items at school. You can't bring things and sell them. You can't make like a crafty thing and sell it, food things, whatever. We cannot sell items at school for real money or for Miller money, and Miller money can't be traded out from one student to another. So either selling it or even just giving it to a friend to help them out. Miller money, if you're doing things like that with Miller money, you actually can lose the privilege to earn and spend Miller money for any amount of time, for a week, a month, a semester, where you can't even get Miller money. And then that means you can't participate in any of our fun stuff. So I want everyone to be reminded, if that's been something you've been doing, you didn't know it was wrong, that's fine. Keep it put away today. Don't bring it back Monday. And don't be selling items at school. All right. Next, any reminders about Kona Ice, Mrs. Frame?
Just make sure that when you have your money, I don't have a dollar bill on me. I should have grabbed one for this. So I'm going to grab a big sticky note. Just make sure that you have your money out flat and ready to hand to them. If it's all crumbled up or rolled up, then it makes the line go slower because now we have to wait to unroll it. So make sure you have your money out of your plastic baggies and just ready to give to them. Know what size you're going to get. And just be paying attention because we do get the line going through really quickly as long as we're all looking and paying attention. So just let them know which size you're going to get and hand them your money and then be on your way with your amazing Kona Ice snow cone.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's efficient in the line because we have to eat those out there. We don't bring them into the building. And so I don't want anyone having to get their snow cone with like 2 minutes left in recess and then you're rushing to eat it. That's no fun. So if everybody helps out with that to make the line go quickly, then that gives you lots of time to sit and enjoy that snow cone.
Yeah, and the other thing is most of everyone did a really great job last time of making sure that their spoons and cups were thrown away in the trash cans that we did provide outside, and we'll have those out there again today. But let's make sure that we continue to do that so that way we can continue to have Kona Ice. If we are leaving trash out on the playground, then unfortunately we're not going to be able to continue to have Kona Ice. So let's make sure we're picking up after ourselves. If we drop a spoon, just pick it up and throw it away and we'll get you a new one. But just make sure that we're picking up our trash.
Very good. We already covered no school on Monday for students. Good. That's good to know. And then Tuesday when we come back, this is a reminder for our teachers, but teachers, we send out the schedule for the fundraiser launch. So each pod will have a 30-minute meeting in the pit on Tuesday. And I need our students to be excited and ready to listen because we are doing a new kind of fundraiser this year. And I can't wait for my friend, Mr. John Decker, to tell you about it. He is going to be, we're doing something we've never done before. And the rewards we have planned have never been done before at Lakeview either. So I'm really, really excited that we'll be launching that on Tuesday. But I just wanted to remind our teachers that we'll have that little bit of time for each pod to come to the pit on Tuesday. All right. Well, of course, it's got to be time for the Miller 5 shout-out. All right, Mrs. Frame, our Miller 5 shout-outs today go to, remember I'm doing multiple ones because we've got so many on the list and we're only doing 3 liftoffs a week, so we got to double up on these. So some of these are from a few weeks ago, but I'm excited to talk about them. Our Miller 5 shout-outs today are Eli Hunsberger and Brandon Harrington. Eli and Brandon, we're looking at you. Want to know why? Let me tell you why. So Eli, first off, Mrs. Bonnie says that Eli has been a great leader in her class by assisting students to other rooms when they needed help getting where they needed to go. So she loves his leadership. She loves his relational skills, but very, very proud of Eli and his leadership in Pod 7. And then Brandon I'm so excited. Miss Barton wanted me to know she recognized Brandon for having awesome procedures in the hallway and being helpful. She said she was waiting for his class to pass, and he was one that offered her to pass. Like he stopped and was like, you want to go? Stop the line and put his hand out, smiled really big and very quietly said, I hope you have a nice day. And then went back to the procedures. And he was the very last one in line. So even though he was the last one in line and he could have just kept going and made her wait, he was very polite, relational, and even said a nice thing to an adult. So very, very proud of both Eli and Brandon for showing kindness, relational skills, and leadership. Awesome, guys. That's why you are today's Miller 5 shout out. All right. Speaking of awesome people, let's bring in Miss Conklin. Good morning, Miss Conklin.
Good morning.
Wasn't that an awesome shout out?
Absolutely. You betcha. I love to hear things like that going on in the school.
Well, it's time for Pixelated Pieces. What do you have for us today?
Well, first we're going to talk about the holiday.
All right. Every day's a holiday.
We have two today. The first one is Constitution and Citizenship Day. So brush up on your constitutional amendments and see how those are going for you. And then today's also Doodle Day.
Doodle Day.
Doodle Day.
Like so like drawing, just sketching Okay.
Yeah, not the type of dog doodle.
Are you a doodler?
I'm not usually.
I'm not usually either.
I am. I hate it too. I can just write and doodle. I don't know.
I need Miss Nelson to teach me some skills because my art skills are definitely lacking. I enjoy it. It's relaxing to me I would color when my daughter was little, we would color together and that always was enjoyable to me, but I'm not a very good artist. My students, when I was a teacher, they made fun of my artwork if I tried to draw something. They weren't mean but we would all laugh when Mr. Hine was starting to draw something. They'd go, "Oh boy, yeah, it doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like." And,
I draw a lot of stick figures.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Well,
what you got today?
We are going to continue talking about growth mindsets, and we're really going to start digging in on it. So we're going to learn. For those of you who don't know about growth mindsets, we're going to start learning what it's all about. So we have a short little video for you, and then we will talk about it.
Have you ever heard of Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck? Her research on the idea of mindset suggests that there is every reason to believe that we can be great, maybe even the best, at anything with dedicated practice. But in order to get there, we need what she calls a growth mindset, which simply means believing that our abilities, including intelligence, are largely a result of time, effort, and practice. A growth mindset stands in contrast to a fixed mindset, which limits us by making us believe that we are either born with certain abilities or not. For example, our fixed mindsets might tell us that we're an English person, but not a math person. Sound familiar? Having the right mindset is important because it affects behaviors which greatly influence whether or not you will succeed at something. For example, if you have growth mindset, you're more likely to embrace challenges, appreciate feedback, and when failures happen, you don't allow it to define you, and instead, you use it to help guide how you can improve. Those who have a fixed mindset, on the other hand, shy away from challenges, don't implement feedback, and in fact, often feel defensive about the criticism. And when failures happen, it's devastating and feels like an attack on one's worth. You can see that there is a self-fulfilling prophecy here. If you believe that your abilities can improve, you'll engage in behaviors which make it so. If you believe your abilities are more or less immutable, you don't try to improve, and so you don't. If you recognize yourself as having a fixed mindset about things, well, you can change that. Practice having a growth mindset, and the sky's the limit.
I need to stop the video. Sorry, still playing music.
I like the music.
Well, so we've been talking about how mistakes are okay and how when we have mistakes, it's really teaching us and it's helping us learn something new. So I want you to be thinking about you can do anything. We used to think, oh, well, if we weren't born an athlete, we wouldn't be able to run a marathon or play basketball or swim or whatever. But we know nowadays that you can do anything you want. All you have to do is, number one, have the right mindset. Two, you have to practice and work hard, effort, put in the effort to learn the skills to do it, and then allow yourself to fail, because we're going to learn from our failures. And the more times we do that, the stronger those neurons become, and we learn something new, and it sticks with us.
That's awesome. I love it. I love that thought of the neuron, everything connecting in our brains and in our minds. And the harder we work, the more resilient we are. We have those more connections. And we truly, I mean, our theme this year is level up, but we level up our brains when we do that.
Absolutely, we do.
So very cool. All right.
Well,
there it is. Time for the corny joke. I got to get it on screen. I thought I was ready, and I forgot I got to get it on screen. Here we go. A Friday corny joke for everybody. Do you all know what is the best thing to give a dog with a temperature?
no. A frozen bone, or I don't know.
No, you give them ketchup because it always makes a hot dog taste good.
Oh, boy.
That's a state fair joke for any of you going to the state fair this weekend. Get a hot dog, corn dog, whatever. There's lots of good stuff to eat at the state fair. There you go. Anyway, all right, Miss Conklin, thank you so much. Hope you have a great Friday and a better weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right, Mrs. Frame, let's do our pledges.
All right, students, quietly stand up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. You may be seated for your moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity.
All right. Well, let's kick off this fantastic Friday. Everybody work hard, learn something new today, get your work done, behave well so that we have a positive day, and that gets us into a long weekend. It'll be a great day. So let's launch it, Mrs. Frame. How about you do it?
All right. We are
Lakeview.
We are not
Average.
We will strive.
For the Miller 5.
And whatever it takes, we will
Grow.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff. All right. Have a fantastic Friday, everybody. See you later.